The very latest for you now on the hostage taking in Sydney. Some new reports saying police have identified the person responsible for holding up to 30 people hostage in a cafe. At this point, though, no names are being released. Dramatic moments overnight as hostages managed to escape from their captor. 5 people in total. The gunman has been using people inside his shields as he walks past the window. He can be seen wearing a black headband and with white Arabic writing. The last couple of hours, he's been demanding an ISIL flag and to speak to the Australian Prime Minister. Earlier, he did hold up an extremist banner. The flag, a declaration of faith, has been used by extremists since the 90s. Just over 2 hours ago, police did give us an update about the situation.
The means by which we're communicating is something we'd rather keep close to our chest at the moment. At this stage, suffice to say, we have got contact with him. Well, I understand that no one's been injured, and for that, if that is true, we are grateful.
Obviously, a number of ways they can end. What are some of the ways we've seen them end?
The Prime Minister has indicated that political reasons may be behind the siege. Australia is currently in the coalition fighting against ISIL in Iraq and Syria. Just 2 months ago, Sydney police detained over a dozen people on suspicion they were linked to terrorist activities. As for when daylight comes in Australia, the government says they want the people of Sydney to go about business as usual, but of course to avoid that area.
Done.
Now, Winston is up in the newsroom right now and has some interesting takes on this when it comes to social media and what's happening with that in relation to this. Winston.
Thank you very much, Kevin. That's right. Just after our last hit, about 6:10 a.m., we had a tweet come in from a woman in Alliston who actually said that her son, who works at a hair salon about 50 meters away, she had found through on Facebook that he was in that area, and thankfully he is safe. And I want to show you that post now. This is the one. My son works for Frank Provost, and about an hour later he called me to tell me he was walking home. So we're glad that he's safe. If you look at the Google map, you can see this is the Lindt Chocolate Cafe, and this is where the salon was. And you can see it's only a 4-minute walk. So it really brings to light how close this can hit home. Now, Kevin, one other thing that I wanted to talk to you about was this, people taking selfies. People are getting outraged, and rightfully so, that people are taking selfies in front of the cafe. You know, really insensitive. This is one here, another one here. You know, people are taking selfies. People are saying, you know, how is this okay? Sure, selfies are a thing, but as this person, Jeremy, tweeted, to the tourists taking selfies outside the Sydney siege, how would you like to be in the cafe right now? Some food for thought. Just use a little bit of sensitivity and before making light of this kind of a situation. Kevin.
No kidding. All right, we have non-stop coverage of the situation in Sydney on our second screen. You can go to bttoronto.ca/extra for that. It's running non-stop right now with the latest information.